Good morning. It's Monday morning again. How was your weekend? It was a great weekend to be outside and enjoying some of this beautiful weather. This week, we're going to learn about time. Last week, we were practicing fractions. This week, we're going to learn about time, and there is a little bit of a connection too between fractions and time. I have the clock from our classroom here with me at home. I remember Marcus loves playing with this during free time. So we're going to start by just talking about the main parts of a clock. This is called an analog clock, and some of you might have a clock like this at home, or you might have a digital clock, which looks like this. Or you might have a watch that looks like this. I know a lot of you had watches because I saw them on your wrists. So let's just start with the analog clock. It has a face, just like you have a face, and it has two arms or hands. It has a long minute hand, this is the blue one, and it has a short hour hand, the red one. And the hands always travel in the same direction. They always travel what we say clockwise. So the minute hand travels 1 minute at a time. Do you remember how many minutes are in an hour? Think about it. If you said 60, you are correct. That's right. There's 60 minutes in an hour. And you know, each of these little blue lines here, you can see, represent 1 minute. And that shows us that there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. So as the hand goes around in a clockwise direction, it goes around to the big numbers to help us tell the time. And each number represents 5 minutes. So if we travel around for an hour, we're going to count by fives. So let's start back at the 0 and let's count by fives together until we get to the top again. You ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Did you notice what happened to the hour hand when the minute hand came back up? The hour hand now has moved to the next hour. So this time we would say 11 o'clock, because whenever the minute hand is pointing up straight, we say it is o'clock. So let's try it one more time. This is 11 o'clock. You ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Another hour has passed. So now it's 12 o'clock. That's right. 12 o'clock when the two hands are pointing straight up. When the minute hand, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, when the minute hand is pointing down to the 6, we can say that 30 minutes have passed, or that it's half past the hour. So if it was 12 o'clock and it's now half past 12 o'clock, it is now 12:30. Okay, so we're going to practice telling time, all kinds of activities this week in your Google Classroom. We're going to start with just telling time to the hour. So telling time to the hour looks like this. This is 1 o'clock. The hour hand is pointing to the 1. The minute hand is pointing straight up to the 12. We're also going to practice using a digital clock. A digital clock looks a little bit different because here you're seeing the hour. This is telling us that it's 12 o'clock and that 21 minutes have passed. So 12:21. The digital clock also has AM and PM on it. Do you remember what AM and PM are? AM is the morning time, and then afternoon, 12 o'clock at noon, we say it's PM. So that's the afternoon up until midnight, and then it's AM again. So what's something you might be doing in the AM? Eating breakfast? Sure. What's something you might be doing in the PM? Having dinner? Great. Think of some other things that you might be doing in the AM and the PM. Okay, so we're going to get practicing with our time. On your Epic accounts, I've assigned some reading books on time that you can practice with. There's 8 that you can look at. There's tons more on Epic. It's a great site. And speaking of Epic, we just earned a classroom badge for reading 150 books, which is awesome. Every time we read 50 books, we get a new classroom badge. So I was looking at who's been reading, and Hudson, you're doing a fantastic job. You have read so many books. And Aiden, last week, you read a whole bunch of dinosaur books. So if you didn't know that, I can see what books you're reading, and that's awesome. Let's see if we can get up to 200 or 250 by the end of June. Because don't forget, this is the beginning of June. Today is Monday, June 1st. Can you believe this is our last month of grade 1 and of our online learning classroom? So let's make the most of it. Let's have a great day. Let's start checking out those time activities and keep practicing. Look around your house. I know you all have clocks. See which ones you have the most of. Do you have any analog clocks? I know for sure, I know that you have a digital clock. If you have a microwave or a stove, check it out. I'm sure you have a digital clock there. So have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.